Hi, it's Igor Church here. Today we're going to be talking about non-disclosure agreements, or NDAs for short. You might have heard that getting a VC to sign an NDA is an impossible task, so I'm going to tell you a few situations in which you can bring it up and a few in which you shouldn't. First of all, the obvious example. A VC will almost always never sign an NDA just to hear your pitch, and they have a good reason to do so. It limits them in any future investing activity because you can always claim that they used your pitch when investing into a competitor of yours, or that they passed on confidential information to a portfolio company, and essentially they won't put themselves in that position. VCs will stop the call when you bring up an NDA. On the other hand, if you're a hardware or a deep tech startup and you've got a patent pending, you might just be justified in asking for an NDA. But then you're really not pitching to your generalist VCs, you're talking to a more specialist shop. So what can you do about this topic? An NDA is a contract that limits your risk when sharing info with about your startup. Be smart and assess whether that information risk is higher than the risk of your startup not raising funds because you're constantly asking for NDAs. And then just choose to skip the NDA anyways. I'll end with this. If you need to Google how to write an NDA or Google NDA templates, you probably don't need an NDA. Bye for now.